Justice League Unlimited figure collectors are some of the most vocal and obsessive toy collectors out there, and that's why to this day the Justice League Unlimited line continues with the Justice League Unlimited fan collection. Today we're going to take a look at some of the figures from Wave 10, OMAC, Ultraman, Martian Manhunter, and Red Tornado. Beginning with Ultraman, the evil version of Superman from a parallel universe, Ultraman is based off your classic Superman sculpt from the Justice League Unlimited line. He comes in the 75th anniversary package that all of the Mattel releases are coming in these days. Now, because he's based off the Superman sculpt, he does have the belt formed around his waist, even though the costume of Ultraman does have steel balls, which are painted on. It's also on his elbow, and he has black trim in the back, looking more like his evil character. He also comes with one accessory, a bent steel beam, which fits in his hand pretty well, actually, and he can be posed in a number of ways with it. Now, because he is a Justice League Unlimited figure, his articulation is limited, but he does have holes in his feet, so he can use the standard Justice League Unlimited figure stands that you got from MattyCollector.com. So he's definitely a figure that Superman fans will not want to miss. Now, OMAC originally stood for the One-Man Army Corps, but he's been reimagined in the last few years in the comic book universe to be a robotic warrior, and this is going to be your army builder figure from this wave. Now, the OMAC was never actually in the TV series, but he has been brought into the fan collection line just to make you happy. Now, the figure I had was bent, so putting him on the figure stand does make him a little crooked, but you can see his basic body type, and he does come with the knife attachment. The only problem with the knife attachment on his arm is that it's upside down. That's because he only has a fist on his left hand. On his right hand, where it would go, he has an open palm, and so it doesn't exactly fit right. We're not sure who's responsible for that, but really, it doesn't make that big of a difference, because he'll look just fine even on his wrong hand, and even though it's upside down, it still looks menacing. Red Tornado. Now, those of you who are fans of the line are probably thinking, wait a minute, I've seen a Red Tornado before, and you have. The figure was released several years ago, back when the Justice League Unlimited figures came on the purple-backed cards. However, the coloring of that Red Tornado was a little more in line with the original comic book look and not the way he looked on the TV show. So he's been re-released now with show-accurate colors. And if you've never had a Red Tornado before, this is actually a great figure to have. He's an awesome sculpt, and he comes with the fun tornado accessory. And finally, the Martian Manhunter. Now, longtime fans of the line will no doubt notice that Martian Manhunter has been released several times before. This time, however, he's in a comic-specific outfit, looking the way he did for Final Crisis. He also comes with the large hand attachment to portray his telekinesis, and the hand attachment is nice, however, it's a little bit top-heavy. In fact, it's so big and top-heavy that with his little itty-bitty girly feet, it makes it very difficult to keep him standing up when he is holding the hand up in the air. In fact, trying to just get him to hold still for, say, 10 seconds is somewhat difficult. Now, some of you may be thinking that hand looks kind of familiar. Well, it's the same one that came with the evil version of John Stewart Green Lantern, which was also top-heavy. Accessory issues aside, this is still my favorite looking Martian Manhunter of all time. The Justice League Unlimited line has gone through its fair share of ups and downs over the years. But this wave has me excited because with more comic-specific characters, and characters you don't really see a whole lot, I'm once again very excited to add these to my collection.
You dirty, rotten red bastard.